Hey, welcome in, welcome in. I'm just going to be using this Imperial Navy just to give the model a base coat. And we'll just give some of our later colours something nice to sit on top of as well. But yeah, make sure you give them a good coat of it and get it into all of the shadow areas. Okay, I'm just going to be using this pure red along with the blue. And all I did is I had some remaining blue left in my airbrush and I just added a couple of drops of the red to it. Just to give it sort of more of a purpley tone. And yeah, we're just going to be spraying this directly from above and leaving the blue in the shadows so we get a nice contrast. Okay, so I'm just going to be using this white just to cover like a smaller upper portion of the model. And I'm going to be using one of the Citadel contrast paints. So I'm just using this white so it really sort of like burns through nice and bright. So yeah, just using this burgundy colour. And when you spray this over the white, you get quite like a vibrant sort of pinky colour. But then you just add a little like more to taste until you get like a nice sort of purpley colour. And yeah, this sort of filters over the previous sort of purpley red and blue very nicely. And yeah, it just leaves the top part bright, which is what I was after. So yeah, looking very cool already. And yeah, still plenty of shadows in there. And then I'm just going to do something that I never usually do, and I'm just going to black in all of the rest of the details just to give me a bit more contrast, so I can just find it a bit easier to work around the model, because he is quite like a sparse model, but he does still have quite a lot of like little decorations and skulls that could easily be missed, so it's sort of good to road map it with the black. And this is what he's like with all the parts blacked in. I think he looks really cool, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave all of those parts black. And then I'm just going to give some of the like the gun holsters and things like that just a gentle edge highlight. So yeah, going quite minimalistic with this model. I think it's really cool to try and just have like a more minimalistic approach. And yeah, I'm actually like really enjoying it, and just the different vibrancies of the colours that I've used and the contrast. Yeah, it's like really cool. You could obviously go a lot further and like highlight and layer a lot more, but I just love the way it looks how it is at the moment. So yeah, well pleased with the progress of it. And I'm just going to be using the this metallic metal paint and sort of doing like a sketchy edge highlight, sort of tappy, just getting some texture on there. So yeah, leaving quite a lot of the black on there. I do want the main colour of it to be black, but yeah, just outlining that it is metallic. And he's got this little tassel just on the knife on his back, and I'm just gonna get it to stick out just slightly more and get some purple on it. just to sort of differentiate it a little bit and give it its own little bit of character. So yeah, it's just like super cool, like just with a few paints that we've used. And yeah, I'm just going to go around and do his little decorations. He's got like a few little skull pieces and then this little symbol on his weapon. And just the same as like what we did with the silver, just gently sort of tapping it on there. And just like marking it and outlining it. But yeah, just like well pleased with him, he looks sick. And then just moving on to his little stand, his little sniping tower. And we're just going to give it a light dust in with this bronze. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And just move on to the next highlight. And I'm just basically doing the same thing, but just covering less area. Just concentrating more on sort of bringing the edges out. And just, yeah, just working up to a nicer sheen. And then yeah, we're just going to be using this as the final sort of highlight for it. Again, just concentrating mostly on just catching the edges and just giving it a bit more sort of sheen just to outline it. Cool, yeah, well pleased with how it's looking. And then I'm just going to be adding some of this just to give it a bit more of a weathered and dulled look. And just bring out some of the recesses and yeah, just dull it up and make it look a bit more haggard. So yeah, I find using like a good brush load with this works better than being sparing with it. And yeah, just control it into all the sort of like ditches and dips where you want it to sit. But yeah, looking really cool already. Like pleased overall with how the models come in. And yeah, just keeping it simple and just seeing how effective we can be just by nice colour choices. And then just going back over just the very edges just to give it a bit more definition and texture. So yeah, looking super cool. And then I'm just going to be using this to weather it up a bit more. I didn't get the footage for that, but I'm sure you've used something like this before. And yeah, just put it where you think it should sit. But yeah, definitely love this. Looking super cool. Nice and easy paint job. And yeah, really, really cool outcome. I'm well happy with that. Hey, so I'd just like to take this opportunity to let you know about my Spotify. If you go into my description, I do have a link down to it. It doesn't show up as a link. I guess you need to be partnered or affiliated with YouTube to have actual links. But yeah, if you just copy and paste it into your web browser, it will take you to my Spotify. There is an actual link as well in my in like the About Me or bio part of my YouTube page as well. Or failing that, if you have a Spotify account, you just open it up and search for Blackpill. You should find me. You'll recognise my little symbol. And yeah, if you just want to check out the sort of music and other things I do other than painting models, yeah, it could be interesting for you. So yeah, with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day and I'll see you in the next one.